So RC value is 294.33 kilonewton and the RD value is 188.67 kilonewton. Okay, this is with respect to only wheel loads. Therefore, moment at point E, moment at midspan or moment at point E is equal to moment at midspan, sorry, moment at here wheel load having a, so under this wheel load, so this is E. So moment at under wheel load, that is point E. So moment at E, so this is nothing but 241.5 kilonewton. This is 0.875 meters. From here to here it is 4 meter distance. Okay, so RD we can have, this is RC. So moment at E is equal to RD into the balance distance, 4 minus 0.875. Okay, so which is nothing but 188.67 into 0.87, sorry, 4 minus 0.875. So 589.59 kilonewton meter. This is our moment at E. So therefore, we are going to add 10% for impact load. Why we are going with impact load now? So here and we are manually operating now. So if I'm going to move this motor here and here, okay. So what will happen now? The load while lifting now, the load will cause some sudden jerk. Okay now, so that will be act as a impact load. So consider 10% for impact load. So total moment is equal to 589.59 plus 10% for impact load, okay, into 589.59. So the total value becomes 648.56 kilonewton meter. So this is the moment with respect to wheel load. Okay. Next moment with respect to the self weight. Moment with respect to self weight. So here self weight we have taken as a UDL. It is 3.45 kilonewton per meter. Okay. So if the simply supported beam with UDL throughout means the moment value is WL squared by 8. Okay. So W is 3.45 into L squared is 8 squared divided by 8. It becomes 27.6 kilonewton meter. Therefore, maximum bending moment is equal to that 648.56 plus 27.6 kilonewton by meter. So by adding this, I can get around M max is equal to 676.16 kilonewton meter. So for this movement, I have to choose the trial section. Okay. Next, I will calculate the shear force also. So step 3, shear force calculation. So here for the maximum shear force, one wheel is at the support and another wheel is at based on the wheelbase. Okay, so this is our location C and D in order to get the maximum shear force. So 241.5 kilonewton and 241.5 kilonewton as a wheel loads. Okay, now we will calculate this. The total span is 8 meter. Okay, so taking moment about C. So RD into 8 minus 241.5 into 3.5 is equal to 0. Therefore, RD is equal to 1.5 into 3.5 divided by 8. It becomes 105.66 kilonewton. Therefore, RC is equal to total vertical load minus RD. So total vertical load 241.5 into 2 kilo, 2 loads minus RD equal to 105.66. It becomes 377.34 kilonewton. So this is the maximum reaction. So this reaction we are going to calculate for the shear force. So V max is equal to this one. Okay. So this is all about our vertical load. Next, we should move on to the lateral force. That is step 4 with respect to lateral force. So why we have to calculate the lateral force? So here we can have gantry girder. Okay. And here we are having the crane. Okay. So this crane is going to move here and here. Okay. At the time, what will happen now? After lifting the weight, it will have some twist on here. Okay. So that we are going to consider the lateral forces. Okay. So let us move on to the lateral force. So we already said that lateral force we are going to take the 5% of the weight of crane and weight lifted. Okay. So lateral force to the rails is equal to 5% of crab weight and weight lifted. Okay, so 5% of crab weight. So we are going to take 200 kilonewton is the crane weight, and weight lifted is nothing but that is crane capacity. Crab weight is nothing but trolley, motor, and those loads. That is around 40 kilonewton. So if I'm going to have this, I'm getting 12 kilonewton. Okay. Therefore, factored lateral load is equal to uh, factor of safety multiplied with the load. It becomes 18 kilonewton. Okay. So this lateral force is going to share by each wheels. Okay. So lateral load per wheel is equal to 18 kilonewton divided by 2. Only we are going to consider two wheels. Okay. So 9 kilonewton. Therefore, so here we are having some constraints like maximum horizontal reaction maximum horizontal reaction due to lateral force or lateral load by proportion at C. So how the way? So here we are going to consider lateral load, wheel load, and the maximum shear. Okay, now all the things together we are going to have this maximum reaction. Okay, so this is nothing but lateral load multiplied with reaction at C because of live load, okay, now due to vertical load divided by wheel load. Okay, so here lateral load is per wheel is 9 kilonewton and RC is 377.34. Sorry, because of this reaction at C, that is where here 294.33 kilonewton with respect to the load. So 294.33 kilonewton divided by V load we have taken as 241.5 kilonewton. So it becomes 10.96 kilonewton. This is the maximum reaction. Okay, and next maximum bending moment. Okay, so horizontal due to lateral force at D. So this is at C. Next horizontal reaction at C. So here total horizontal, that is lateral load minus RC, that is lateral horizontal force at the C. I can get the HD value. Okay, so HD is equal to 18 minus 10.96. So it becomes 7.04. Okay, horizontal reactions. Next, because of this horizontal reaction, what about the moment and what about the shear force that we are going to calculate? So maximum bending moment due to lateral load. So it is also by proportion we are going to calculate. So load into maximum bending moment value caused by the vertical load is 589.59. 589.59 divided by wheel load 241.5. So it becomes 21.97 kilonewton meter. Okay. Similarly, maximum shear force due to lateral load. So 9 into maximum shear force value is 377.34. Now you can understood why we didn't consider this maximum shear force here. Okay, so we need only reaction. So 34 divided by 241.5, so it becomes 14.06 kilonewton. Okay, so this is the lateral shear force and moment we are going to get it because of the load. Okay, next we are going to have the trial section, so that we will continue in the next class.